welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about my ideas regarding the current job market and whether is it worth it or not to go into medicine or pharmacy or any other healthcare related field. As time goes by, the job market is ever shifting, it's ever changing, and is becoming directed towards a more technology-based environment. Most of the jobs in the past used paper interaction. For example, medicine is a career which is very highly paper-based, unfortunately. The patient documents, the input data, the patient files are paper-based, prescriptions are paper-based. Now, although we are changing towards electronic formats, I think that the current and future situation with regards to medicine is going to become tech-based or technology-based, more telemedicine, more teleworking, more online consultations. Although this creates a positive future for medicine, I think that it might also require us to train in a different way in order to cater for the online patient audience. In my full honest opinion, with the job future looking to go towards technology and IT, if you do a quick search on Google and you check on Indeed.com, on Monster.com, or you check, for example, any job search website, if you search software development, web development, IT development, data analysts, software engineers, the search results are going to show you that most of the current jobs and future jobs are mostly in these areas. It means that although doctors, pharmacists and nurses are very important to society, technology is ever growing. It's become indispensable, unlike the past. In the 90s and in the 80s, a computer, used to be an add-on. You didn't really need a computer for your job in the 80s. You had computers which were there in the office to do maybe input data work or databases. Memory was very limited to a few megabytes. And over the years, data and the memory has become so huge that it's overtaken books, it's overtaken other teaching platforms, normal classroom teaching, and it's overtaking also now the medical profession. The medical profession is now shifting towards an electronic method of prescribing, where we're moving towards prescribing things electronically via software, and therefore that software needs to have more people working on it. Therefore, the demand of engineers is increasing, the demand of software developers is increasing, and the demand of coding languages is also going to be on the increase. Therefore, my advice for future careers, I would suggest that anyone thinking to go into the healthcare field, I wouldn't discourage you not to do healthcare, but I would also encourage you to look at other areas of healthcare, for example, software development in healthcare, which may be on the rise. And of course, these jobs are in demand everywhere on the planet. They're not only in demand in your country, but software development jobs are in demand all over there. You can go anywhere, because everywhere, most of the professions are going to be using software. Currently also, when it comes to doctors, working in medicine and trying to specialize, some other doctors are also taking the option of doing a master's or a PhD in areas which are not traditional areas of medicine. Future jobs are going to be mostly tech-based, therefore retraining into a more tech-based area of the medical industry, I think can help you excel. It can open up also new opportunities. Therefore, me personally, what I plan on doing, I'm currently, as I said, an FY1 foundation year doctor. Although the job is interesting and it has a lot of job satisfaction, I'm also very interested in the language learning, but I'm also very interested in technology and in development. Currently, I'm also studying HTML, CSS, JavaScript and Python, whereby I'm trying to learn how to develop applications and certain user interfaces like mobile apps, which eventually, if I continue studying, hopefully I might go into an area which uses medicine and technology, and therefore this area is also on the rise. If you look on the media and you look on the, as I said, on the job hunting online sites, you can see that these jobs are always on the rise, and studying these areas or advancing myself in these areas is going to provide possible better future opportunities. A degree in medicine is considered to be an academic degree, like it can be a degree in pharmacy, it can be a degree in computer science, it can be a degree in IT. Therefore, who is holding you to do a master's, which is basically just a 12-month period of your life where you can study something new? For example, data science. You can study machine learning. You can study website development if you want to. You can study user interface design. And these areas can also be applied to your medical background. Therefore, you're not leaving your profession, but you are actually using your profession's knowledge and your newly acquired knowledge to create something new. You are excelling within your current domain. As I said before, after working a few weeks in medicine and working also a couple of years as a pharmacist, I see that although there's a lot of training involved in the professions, a lot of years of study, a lot of time to study and a lot of practice, a lot of hands-on needed, I think we are still lacking when it comes to areas of the profession such as, for example, software, telemedicine. These trainings are not being done in the undergraduate years, and this, I think, creates doctors which are capable of working as doctors, but they might also not be in touch with the current technologies. And therefore, if we transfer a doctor from country A to country B, and he might not have that much hands-on experience with using certain technologies, this might hinder his performance. Technology, in my opinion, I think it's something which is going to push medicine forward in the future. It might also increase the globalization of medicine, therefore making medicine more connected. Instead of having a doctor, retrain, going to Australia, going to Canada, going to the US, retrain, do the medical license, in Japan, in Thailand, wherever. I think if doctors have a general idea, it becomes a harmonized process. Having a background in technology also opens up doors for you to work in the technology sector. For example, you might be a doctor within your department or pediatrics or whatever, then you decide to change country, you go abroad, and once you're there, although you can't work clinically as a doctor, you might find other jobs which are related to healthcare, for example in pharma or in the healthcare industry, which involve technology or which involve, for example, software, or other jobs which are indirectly related to medicine, as I said before, pharma, which also needs an increased demand of doctors, because of course you take your experience with you. If you work in the pharma industry, you take your clinical experience you gained throughout your years of practice into the pharma industry, and that clinical experience can be useful when it comes to development of a drug. Technology in medicine is also very important, because without technology we wouldn't have a strong, for example, epidemiological data. Overall, to conclude, I think that yes, I think professions, for example, medicine, pharmacy, nursing, teaching, etc., although they are very useful professions, and me as a doctor I can also say this, although I feel I am of great use to the patient in the hospital and the job itself is extremely satisfying, I think that the future of jobs is going to be more technology based, and studying or retraining by doing a master's in an area of technology like data science or artificial intelligence or coding or coding languages can help us prepare as medics, as pharmacists, as teachers, as nurses, help us prepare for future jobs and maybe also future opportunities. Alright guys, thank you for listening to my videos. As once more, if you can subscribe to the channel, I'm highly grateful. I'm still starting out. I hope to catch you in the next video. Cheers and have a good day.